Okay, let's start recording. I'm going to make this quick because I don't really see a lot of things changing until the election and FOMC on Thursday. And I don't think we're going to know who the President of the United States is tonight or even tomorrow morning. We could, but my gut tells me no. So until that happens, I think we're going to continue to see us trading in this channel. It's just one thing I want to warn about. I like this 565, 50 area is what I have. You can make the argument it's a 565 number just to round it off. You can see resistance, broke resistance, and then came down, supported a whole bunch of different times. One of the things that we do in our Discord, and this is for our Discord folks, they're going to hear this at the same time you are, on Twitter and on YouTube, is we use this instrument right here. And I gotta send a message. We use this instrument SPY to trade SPX zero data expiration options daily. It's kind of our go-to day trade strategy, along with other stuff we use for swinging. But for purposes of trading this today, I just want to point out one thing you need to be really careful on, and that is I don't think you're going to see these. I don't think you're going to see moves. I'm not even sure I like that number. 558. Let's get rid of that. I'm not sure you're going to see big moves swinging above this channel or below this channel until we get some clarification on the election and FOMC. But one of the things I want to do and is point out is this is a long-term channel, right? 565. That's got to hold its key. If that does break before the election or before the FOMC and roll over, I'm not sure what that is telling us, but I do know it's a technical level that if it does break, that a break and a retest of that level is a beautiful put, right? Or if you're really a risk taker, take a put right away on the break of it. I wouldn't do it personally because I think it would probably be a false breakdown because I just think there's just too much uncertainty and news coming out right now that's going to prevent us from having any significant moves either way. But one of the things I do want to point out, because we take a look at this instrument and this instrument, right? And this is the ES. Is this the right contract? Hopefully. Trading Views sucky platform. You can see right now that we're sitting in an area on ES which has its own idiosyncrasies because it's futures and this is contracts that have expiration dates and time values and everything else. So it trades them a lot differently than an ETF. But it does provide some insight into trading the SPY. And the reason I'm saying that this 57.24.50 here, which we have as a break of this, is not a break on the SPY of 565, okay? If you take a look at where we are here on ES yesterday morning, or when was this? This was, yesterday morning, Monday at 11 o'clock, we hit that 57.24.50, right? And so you're thinking we're sitting at the bottom of the ES channel, which we were. We had a nice push up from there. But if you're taking a look at the low we had yesterday on SPY, that's 567.75. So if ES breaks this number today, that's why it's my opinion that a break of that number does not necessarily mean that the SPY is going to break this number, because a break of this ES bottom of the day, support, previous resistance, big area on ES, right? But it could pull down underneath there and pop back up. And why would it pop back up there? Because it's going to be supported by this ETF hitting 565 and bouncing. So be really careful playing any puts on a break of ES right here, okay? Because it could be very well catch a bounce because of stock buying that's going to go on in the ETF, in the major players, the Nvidias, the Apples, the Microsofts, and the like. That would happen somewhere right around this area, 566, maybe 560, maybe 566 and a few shekels, or maybe a little bit underneath there. To me, right now, this is a number I'm keeping a close eye on, 565.07. Now let's take a look really quick at day trading and what we like today, because what I like to do on these days is let the opening range set up and then see where we end up. This is the 5-minute on SPY. Let's go 10-minute. So yesterday we opened here. And rolled over and then pushed up and set up an opening range. I was looking at these Thursday triple tops this Thursday. I was looking at these Thursday triple tops for puts, which would have paid off huge. I took a put there, but I got stopped out because it wicked me up above there. I just wasn't willing to hold option trades, 0 day to expiration, for that amount of drawdown. But this did go from, I don't know, $300 to almost $2,000 on this move. So there are opportunities to day trade, even with this range. So trading within this range, and the way to do it is to try to go look to your left and try to find some key areas where you see supply setting up. Here's where I saw supply setting up yesterday, right here. That's Thursday's triple top, right? And it got there, and that's when I pulled the trigger, and I was wrong. I got out of it. Now, the interesting thing is, I did catch a break above Thursday's close for a call play, and that was where I made my money yesterday. So there are things that you can do during the day. The strategy is to let an opening range set up and go from there. But be really careful at this 565.07 area, or the 566 area if ES breaks this number. All right, because that does not necessarily mean that SPY is going to break the 565, which is what it needs to break for this market to do a flip, or you're turning what is previous support into resistance. So let the opening range set up, see where you are. Still like that. There was that Thursday triple tap. Is it still there? I may jump that trade again today if I see it. Where's that? Friday, Thursday, right there. I may jump that trade again today if I see it, and I may hold through a little more of a drawdown than I did yesterday, and that'd be such a chicken. So that's where we're sitting right now. But my advice to you is let the opening range get in place for half an hour before you take your first trade. If we break 565, Katie bar the door. That's my thoughts for today.